Hello, my friends. Are you looking to turn your love for YouTube, video content creation into a business in 2025? If you are, this video is for you. I asked in one of my previous videos if you would like to know the business system which I use, which helps me turn content into community, into curriculum, and then into clients. And you have asked, so I'm here to deliver that to you today. But before I do, let me know, are you building a YouTube business or are you building a brand? Are you just enjoying YouTube and just creating content and finding your creative flow and your creative confidence? If so, just whatever that is, just let me know in the comments. I want to know, because I'm here building a community as well as building a personal brand and leveraging that against my online business, which I've been doing now for best part of 11, 12 years within my social media agency. I want to know what you're doing. I'm interested. I'm invested in you, because any challenge you have, any question you have, throw in the comments over any video, and I will always go in and answer the comments, and I will pull the questions out, and the ones that are in most need, i.e. the most popular ones, I will then create a video just like this one, just like the other day when I created the thumbnail video, when we created the no niche videos and you are the niche, and all the questions that come up, I believe should be made into pieces of content. So if you're struggling for ideas right now, create content around the frequently asked questions. Look at what your solution was, and then look at your story to bridge that gap. So I want to share with you, God, I've just given literally all of my methodology away. I want to share with you right now my system and my process. And as long as I stay on topic, because this is a zero scripted video, I'm going to share 3 ways from each of the topics in the business system, which won't take long. So you're not going to be here forever, I promise. That which you can then take an action step on, and you can consider to build out your own business system. If you have been here before, then please smash the like button and subscribe. No, if you haven't been here before, smash the like button and then subscribe. Leave your flaws in your video. They're slightly endearing. You may disagree and you may go, oh my God, Stephen, that was dreadful. As I look at the clock and it says 2:22, an angel number. And if you haven't seen my video on Ask the Angels, you need to go and check that out. Do I put it up here or no? Description. Anyway, I'm going to share with you the business system, and then I'm going to take you through the 4 elements, and I'm going to share with you how I came about it, and then give you the action steps so that you can take your own action, build your own business in 2025 and beyond. So let's go for it. Where are we? Screen share. Let's hope this doesn't all go horribly wrong. There is the system. Let's press share. Oh, look at that. It even spins around. How cool is that? This, if you haven't seen my content before, is based on a system called the Ikigai model. Now, I use it to build people's personal brands, and I also made my own business system from it. So I'll walk you through the principle of Ikigai. Do you know what? I should have brought that up here as well, but I'm not going to. Anyway, there's 4 circles in the Ikigai process. The top one is about what you love. The one where it says community is about what the world needs. The bottom one is about what you can be paid for. And the other one is what you are good at. So when I started to identify all of those things for my own Ikigai, my own personal brand, I also had this light bulb moment about I could turn this into a business system and a business model for people to take action on. This is what I teach within the Heartbrand Academy. So if you want to know about the Heartbrand Academy and have me hold your hand to help you build out your whole business online, very, very simply, effectively, and quickly, then you just need to check out the newsletter, get on board, and then you'll be on the announcement list, if you will, when we go live with the Heartbrand Academy again. But ultimately, it's this. What I love is content. Actually, is it? No, it's I communicate, but through content. So we looked at a content system. So we teach people how to create content, get their message out to the world, because we all have a message worth sharing, right? So that's why video is my thing. And I teach people how to create impactful videos and videos that serve their purpose from a business perspective. It's not about getting loads of millions of views and going viral, because virality doesn't help you build a business. It just blows up your video, gets a few more eyeballs on it. The thing is, though, those eyeballs aren't necessarily your ideal customer. So we make content for the ideal customer. So content is the first space. Then we lead people to a community. Now, I love my Facebook community. I have there, Tea with Steve. You're more than welcome to join. There's a link in the description below. Then also there's my email newsletter, and where I keep people informed. And then now my YouTube community feed. I love using it, and you guys are so interactive. I'm very, very grateful and humble. So thank you. But we create an element of community where we can always keep in touch. Email makes perfect sense, and you own that data. It's not rented land like Facebook groups or a YouTube community feed. So I would always lean into an email list. So content, community. Then we want to lead people to your curriculum. What is it you can help them with, whether it be a course, an ebook, coaching, membership, one-to-one? There's lots of different things. So you bring them into and you introduce them to a piece of your curriculum. And then the next step is clients. And the curriculum piece is, what is it that you can be paid for? So it makes sense. Online curriculum. Clients, what is it you're good at? Now, I struggled with this piece, and I'm sure you might have your own challenges with the process, with the whole Ikigai process. But the reason I struggle with it is because I'm really good at sales. Dare I say it? I used to work for a company called Pasta Foods in the UK. I was selling pasta to my clients in Italy. That's snow to Eskimos. That's just crazy. But it wasn't because I was selling. I was never selling. I was serving. I sell through service. So I teach sales through service. So when it comes to the client acquisition piece, it's quite an easy process, but most people dread it because they think they've got to sell. You haven't, you've got to serve. So there I have my system. There is a reason those arrows are going round. I'm going to explain it to you now. And I'm going to give you some examples that you can take into your own business so that you can have your own system based on this model. If you want me to help you, you just jump on the description, grab the newsletter, sign up. When we launch the new Heartbrand Academy, when it comes out, I'll give you the heads up, which will hopefully be in a couple of weeks, because we're just reviewing and refining a few pieces. What we have here, you create content, you lead them to a community, you introduce them to some of your curriculum, you invite them to become a client. If they're not ready, this is the key piece now, if they're not ready, you then, no worries, that's absolutely fine. Reintroduce them to more content which will support them. Reintroduce them to the community. Reintroduce them to curriculum on the next phase and see if they're ready to be a client. This process is a flywheel. It's not a sales funnel. I repeat, it's not a sales funnel. I believe sales funnels are outdated. Truly believe they are. This is a flywheel. Let me explain my theory and methodology. And if anybody wants to challenge me, go into those comments right now and start going for it. Share your thoughts and your opinions on this. I'm all up for debate, and I'm also up for being proved wrong. The whole sales journey, okay? There's different levels of content that you need to create. Awareness content, sales content. You'll have heard my video or watched my video on the 4 C's, character, connection, credibility, and character content. They're all pretty much, apart from the conversion, in the middle. Because what people forget with a sales funnel, it funnels people down. They just throw as much as they can in, squeeze as much out. Then everyone else gets discarded after a few weeks, after a bit of nurturing. The thing where this is different is we invite people in via the content. We nurture through community. We educate through curriculum. We invite to become a client. If they're not ready to buy, which 80% won't be ready to buy because they'll either be in an awareness phase, which is 10%, or they'll be in a conversion phase, which is 10%. 80% of people are not ready to buy. It's just a statistic on the internet. It's with proven data behind it. But so many people are just rushing to get the conversion all the time, and they don't invest in the nurture piece. Well, that's where the gold is. And that's why we've created a flywheel rather than a funnel. We're not discarding anybody. We're nurturing people through content, community, and if need be, free curriculum. For example, my personal brand playbook makes perfect sense. I have a community in Tea with Steve for extra touch points. You remember the ZMOT, Zero Moment of Truth training that I did on here? More community, the YouTube community, email list, Wednesday Wisdoms I put out, my newsletter on a Saturday is all based on nurturing community content. At some point when you are ready, if I'm the person for you, we will jump on a call and you'll decide. You will decide if you want to be a client or not. Not me, you. I will just invite and sell through service. And this is how you can do it. So let me share with you 3 examples of content, community, curriculum, and clients, which you can add into your business today. Sound like a plan? Let me have some tea. So let me look at three pieces of community which are based, let me look at three pieces of content that are based around video, which you can try today. Awareness content, shorts, YouTube shorts, Instagram reels, TikToks. You don't have to go pointing and dancing and doing all this weird stuff. You just need to give value, share a 60-second insight. That will build brand awareness. Get in front of people's eyeballs. The next one, YouTube video. Makes perfect sense. It is searchable, so you can use YouTube content. And another favorite of mine, which is coming to this channel, live streams. You can't beat a live stream. I've started to record this content like it's a live stream. Warts and all, fluff ups, failures, whatever you want to call them. But you get a sense of who I am really being in a room with me. And I find whilst I might fluff up some of my words, that actually that's really effective, because if you jump on a call with me, you're a little bit nervous, might be a little bit anxious, you know what you're going to get. It does what it says on the tin. This is me. If I'm in the pub, coffee shop, at a wedding, funeral, bar mitzvah, whatever you want to call it, I'm the same guy. And through showing my flaws, you'll connect with me in certain ways. I'll show my character. My credibility is I know what I'm talking about. I have lived it for 11 years. So you've got short form content in the form of YouTube shorts or reels or TikToks. You've got long form content in the form of a YouTube video. Educational, I think, are great because it can be evergreen, or you've got live streams. So there's three pieces of content that you could try and style within your business now. Community. I've mentioned these already. Don't know if you've picked up on them. The first one is you've got the YouTube community feed. Okay, start using it, connect, you run polls, ask questions. I've started doing journal entries in there, and they seem to be going really, really well. Then you've got things like your email list, and you can grab people's details via a lead magnet, which we'll talk about in curriculum in a moment. And then you've got another community element. Love it or hate it, Facebook groups are a great place. And you can also invite them. Just you put your description in the link in the description to your Facebook community and nurture and continue the conversation on there. Just giving that little extra touch point to you. So there's three different levels of community you can have. Curriculum. This is cheat sheets, ebooks, guides, workshop, free course, anything that will help people move from a sticking point to being unstuck. In place of a free gift, if you will. Then you've got your what I call an awareness product, or a low ticket product. Awareness product could be sort of $27 ebook and workshop, or it could be a ebook and guide or workbook, something that takes them through a transformation so that they're different at the end of it. Courage Before Confidence is a perfect example. It's a 30-day daily diary program into your inbox. There is, I think, 28 or 29 videos to support it. They're short, they're sweet. You can do the whole program in a day, but then you get the added support for 30 days to take you from video zero to video hero. And you've seen loads of people, like Tony, for example, who has gone through the program, has had a massive transformation. So you've got curriculum, you've got free, you've got paid. There's some ideas there. Clients. How do we bring people in to be clients? My favorite way is kind of a gap in between curriculum and clients. And you guys, a lot of you will be on, I think there are about 100 now, discovery calls. I invite people on to a discovery call. I fix one problem for them, get them the dial moving, get them unstuck. And then I explain share openly, transparently that, do you know what? We're launching a new program. Would you like to be invited back to have a chat about it when it goes live? I don't sell ever on the discovery calls. I ask them if they'd like to be invited back. You make the decision. It's not me. I'm inviting only. And then if that's the case, yes, brilliant. We'll reach out when it's ready. But what you've got there is a way to turn people from viewers and curriculum consumers into a client. Now, another way you can do that is literally live event. I run live events kind of every 3 to 6 months in the Facebook group. We've held them off since I've been on YouTube, but live events, 3-day event, literally taking, I think it was Ideas to Income was the last one we ran. Actually, it was a year ago now because I've been invested in YouTube. But this time last year, we ran Ideas to Income, and then we ran a full week program after it. And another one in which you can sort of transition into clients is a bit like what I'm doing now on YouTube, a 30-day challenge. I'm investing myself into my own 30-day challenge to give you 30 tips over 30 days. I've tweaked this challenge, if you will, because you're asking some quite in-depth questions and I wasn't expecting. I thought it was going to be 30 video tips. Well, that's a doddle. Been doing it for 11 years, but you guys have gone into specifics about YouTube and video and now business, and that's why this one is here. So you could run a challenge, you could run a live event, or you could transition into discovery calls. I love discovery calls because I get to know you, I get to meet you. And then it's an invitation to be a client from there on. And if you're ready, great. If you're not, you go through content, community, curriculum, clients. Content, community, curriculum, clients. In the middle of that, which you can't see, it's a clock there. And I use the clock just to show the momentum. But in the middle of that, if you think about the Ikigai circles, one at the top, left, right, and bottom, they all interlink. In the middle of that is the key core component. And you might not have picked up on it. And I'm sorry if you haven't. If I haven't explained it enough, then you'll have to let me know. But it's you. It's your heart brand. I talk about your heart brand because the intersection of the Ikigai process is you. Now, I talk about building a heart brand business, you internally rather than externally. Because if you build from the inside out, it becomes sustainable. It's got morals, it's got values, it's got vision, it's built on trust. If you go external, well, that's 99% of the world chasing everyone else because they think that's where success is. I'm going to be successful doing what they do. Well, you could model a framework or there might be a process, but you're never going to be them. And that's why I talk about that's when I talk about you being the niche. You are the niche, your skills, your knowledge, your expertise. This is my niche. I put me building from the inside out, like on my TEDx talk, like in the videos that I've done here, being the core piece that creates the momentum, helps you create content in a unique way, helps you build community in a unique way, curriculum in my unique way, and obtain clients in my unique way. I've shared the surface level stuff, the tactics, the strategies, the processes. You haven't had that because it's just too much for one video. But if you want to learn more about that, you are more than welcome to come and join me in the, where are we? Let me press stop sharing. Is this going to work? No, it's not. I'm cautious. There we go. I thought it was all going to break and just crash and burn on me. If you want to come and join me in the new iteration of the Heartbrand Academy, we're not sure if we're going to call it the Heartbrand Academy. The guys know it, love it. I love Heartbrand. Should it be the Heartbrand Academy? Heartbrand Business Academy? Heartbrand Business Mastery? Should it have something with the word video in? I would love for you guys to be part of the naming process for the new Heartbrand Academy. So please let me know in the comments below what you think it should be called, what it could be called. And it involves you building your brand first before the business. You build your brand, you help deliver value to your audience, and then the audience help you build your business. Because what you do is, based on your best performing videos, you serve the market need. That's all I'm going to say. That's one of my unique ways. And I'll share you how to create your lead magnets, how to create your awareness products, how to create your leverage products, how to create your core product, and how to create monthly recurring revenue so you don't have to slog your guts out and think, oh my God, I've got to live in the 9-to-5 for the rest of my life until I retire and then die. That is no life at all. I want to help you build a stress-free business. If that is you, then you just need to start commenting on my videos. Come and join the newsletter, and I will shout you when the updates are available. In the meantime, if you want to start making awesome videos, check out the video that I'm going to pop up along here. I don't know which side it is because I'm recording in a different platform tonight, but it will be here for you to start recording the most amazing videos to connect with your audience. It's the 4 C's, my friends. Take care. Much love. Big Daddy out.